Hey there, Aries. This is Chronic Joy Tarot. We're here to do your July 2018 reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and also anyone else who's guided to watch this particular video. Then this message is for you as well. The way, if you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you for showing up here. And if you are returning, welcome back. And thank you for being here again. The way that my readings go are not predictive. They're not really about anything but your own soul. Every reading, we take an aspect of yourself and expand on it and focus on it to develop, your soul's growth. Okay, so there isn't really any right or wrong time to watch these videos, or you don't always have to, you don't only have to be an Aries. But what happens is when I'm shuffling off camera and drawing in the spirit of Aries, then the oracle card that I pull is what I'm guided to, the message that I'm guided to give you at this time. Okay? And the card I pulled for you comes from the Earth Magic deck by Stephen Farmer, and it is Summer Solstice. It's about radiance. Let your inner fire out, Aries. I love this. First of all, it's summer in the Northern Hemisphere here, and it is time to get outdoors. Be outside more and more, as much as you can. Breathe in that air, that summer air. Let that sun sort of inspire your inner radiance to shine out and express it out and share it with others. When you feel a true appreciation and sort of lightness and brightness for life, then you naturally, the love naturally comes out of you, and then it's returned back, right? It's an exchange of energy, and you can really stimulate some inner light right now if you really work on it, or if you just really actually just release it, because you already carry it, right? All you need to do is let it out. Smile a little more. Be with nature and really notice all the beauty that's there. With your loved ones and your close circle, show your love and really express it to them. These are ways that your radiance can have an effect on others, and in turn, it has an effect on your own life. Okay? The Zen Tarot spread that we did here, this is called the tree. I kind of made it up. We start with this branch here. It's where you are. And then we hit the trunk and move forward to the next level, okay? So your starting point here, look at that. We are the world. We just said, shine your light upon the world, right? Like, let it out, express it out. You will really benefit from this right now. You'll feel a sense of connection with those around you, even with strangers, flash someone a smile every now and then when you're out, and see how it affects the moment, and feel that connection that you share with everyone around you, really. It's wonderful. This is a great starting point. Okay, internally within you, your energy is kind of at odds with this by saying, I don't want to move forward. I don't want to express it out. So within you, you might have a little bit of hesitant energy that's saying, no, I just want to stay tucked away and keep things how they used to be, right? I don't want to go out and shine my light on the world in this moment. Doesn't mean that you're always a recluse or anything, but you might feel a little protective, right? But I really feel that you have nothing to lose by trying, right? Just shine it out, sing it out, dance, whatever. That's what summer energy is about, okay? And you are a fire sign, so... I dropped a card. You are a fire sign, so letting that sunshine out is, that's your nature, right? In your external world, just be careful. I mean, you're not going to be able to control anyone's responses, but just be aware, as open as you're going to become in this process. you might come upon people that are not as trustworthy. You know, we all wear masks like this card shows, but, you know, some people aren't as ready to take their mask off, even in the face of this bright, shiny light that you're going to radiate. So just be aware of those who kind of deserve your light, which everyone does, first of all, but if they're not receiving it fully, move on to the next, right? Like, even if it's within your close circle and someone's going through some darker times and they're not into your bright mood, you know, honor that. It's okay. You can move on. Go outside and dance, right? Okay. But this does, you know, just allowing others to be where they are, even if it's not in line with you, is that's the practice, right? I am still going to show joy. I am still going to radiate joy. I don't need anything back from you. If you were more in touch with your truth and openness, I might receive back some happy, shiny love, but I don't need it because I'm just here to send it out, right? But trust me, the more you do so, the more that will come in return. And you will start to feel more connected to those around you. Remember, there's not a right or wrong way to go about any of this, you know, any of life. But, you know, you can, you know, I feel like maybe if you feel like you want to confine some of this energy and not really express it out, it might be a mistake. You know, it's simply for the sake of, you know, giving, expressing, and being that light. And when we hold back our light, then there really is then we're not going, you know, when we hold back our light in this sense, look at, she's very stiff, everything's straight up and down and pressed, and wow, but look how sad she looks. Or he, I don't even know what this is. You know, this figure is very, very tied up and even barred up in these bars. See that? Your risk to just sort of let out your light is going to pay off. It will pay off. You don't have to hold back. Trust yourself. Look at this. See? Yep. Okay, so all of this is going to be, well, first of all, trust your instinct. As far as, I feel like dancing right now. I'm going to, right? I do it kind of all the time. I do it at home and when my kids aren't watching. Because when I do, they're like, oh, brother, they don't want to watch. But movement and expression in that way, there's a freedom to that, right? It's very good for your soul. So, just trust yourself. When you feel like shouting out, I love you to someone, do it. Just do it. Stay open, because this will open up a channel in your heart and spirit, and actually through your crown chakra, you'll receive more. Even if it's not from a human, like these people that are a little more shut down or worried about how things look, this is right or wrong, you'll still receive a new refreshed sense of energy. And that's kind of the goal here, right? Is to express out your light and, make the world better. Just make even the moment better, right? And so in your external world, I have these mental cards, these mind cards, these resistance cards. The mind is not always in resistance, but at times when our spirit wants to flow through, our mind kind of could shut it down. Like, oh, don't embarrass myself. I don't really want to, run outside and sing. I don't, whatever. I'm being really silly with all this, but I think you understand what I mean. There's a deeper thrust under this of the energy that could be let out and be shared out there. Even if it only lands on 3 people that receive it, you're still going to benefit, right? So these mental chatter, the mental chatterbox that you have that kind of want you to stay in place, don't don't go outside or whatever. I don't know. It's not really don't go outside, but don't express my light out. Other people might not receive it and then it's a waste or whatever. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that chatter. Do it for the sake of the good feeling, because your internal energies are both emotion cards. So they're both talking about, digging up old stuff, letting stuff out, and then being open to receiving what comes through, right? This practice, as much as you may or may not believe it, will help you to avoid a burnout. Okay? Suppressing and holding things back and holding things in are really toxic to our spirit and our body. Our body catches up to this later, but our spirit knows it right away. And it'll wipe you out if you keep holding back and not expressing yourself and not being truly just who you are in every moment. And this that fire in you, Aries, you're so powerful that you really need to share that. You really need to be that power, right? Be in your truth, okay? Don't listen to the contrary, opposing views or whatever, even if they're your own. Don't listen to those, and just go from your gut and let it all hang out. It's kind of the message there. Let it all hang out. Okay, Aries, I just feel like I want to pull a couple more cards for you. Now, I don't do this. I don't usually do this, but I feel like this reading went by kind of quickly. And I want to pull a couple more for you. So let's see what comes up as far as, another part of this message for you. Okay. And this is still talking about kind of letting it all hang out, letting your fire out, letting yourself be received out there. See? Your creativity, it opens up a new flow of expression for you. It's big, and this is a major arc. This is a powerful shift for you. If you're already, maybe you're in the creative arts and you felt a little blocked, right? Well, the trick will be to drop that fight and express it out somewhere else. It will loosen things up. And then after, I like this ending here, this turning in card, because after you've gone and let it all out and expressed it out and sort of stayed open to receiving back that joy, then sit with that, right? Absorb it. Absorb the process. Absorb what you're getting from it and what you're gaining in the process. But I feel like it's important to avoid burnout, to release some creativity. And if you're not in the creative arts, we all have creativity within us that, we really benefit from by letting it out, okay? And this process will help that, okay? So less mind, more fire heart, fire belly, that you carry, and then emotionally really absorbing how that feels. How much better you feel afterwards. Okay, Aries, I like this reading. I hope you do too. And you guys can find me on Instagram if you want. I'm there at Living Chronic Joy, and Chronic Joy Tarot, I think you can search by as well. I'm much, much more balanced now than I have been like pretty much all this year. I've had some very intense projects with my day gig, and they've just soaked up every minute of my time. And I feel a little more balanced finally. It's been a rat race this year, but I think I'm back. So check me out on Instagram. There's some general posts there. And until next time here on YouTube, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.